Hello and welcome back to Tales of Arise. Man, we're like 34 episodes in. This is a long game. Surprisingly. Actually, I have to double check that. Oh my god, we're at 70 hours. How is that possible? I don't know. But we're on Lenegis right now. And the red woman was not far behind us. Hopefully, what's-her-face, Faria, is okay, but I don't know. I'm gonna make some food. I'm assuming a battle's finally gonna happen soon. We didn't have any combat or anything in the last one. Just talking. Now, I don't know what we haven't tried yet, but I feel like Fancy Parfait is new. Kind of want to try that. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure.
Good food is the best kind of magic.
It really is. Cutscene.
Hoodle, no, that's mine.
Never thought I'd see you fighting Hoodle over food of all things. Normally, you share everything you have with him.
Yeah, but this is a fancy parfait. Every girl dreams of having one of these.
Is it really that big of a deal?
Please don't bring me into this.
It's always nice to eat something that fulfilling.
I can't believe I actually get to have it all for myself. Every little bite makes me so happy.
But isn't that parfait gonna cost you quite a lot more than your regular ice cream choice?
That's all the more reason for me to enjoy it. Everyone knows it takes lots and lots of sweets to stay full of energy.
Everybody, a cream monster has devoured Rinwell.
At times such as these, it would be best to just let her do as she wishes. Yeah, definitely.
Dohalim's right. If someone's trying to enjoy their favorite food, just leave them to it and don't bother them.
Yep, can't argue with that.
I don't get women.
So good.
But it applies to men too, just not you. I think. It's an honor to serve you all, my lord. Truly. Okay, I'm surprised she didn't get anything out of that. I feel like making her... Oh, I still have to do this quest for her title. Are we done with titles? There's no more room here. Unless they actually expand it. Feel like you could fit one more here, but probably not. But you could definitely fit one more here. That's the edge of the... Oh, it keeps going up. I lied. Maybe there's a whole nother set we don't know about. But we still have a bunch of people to... Oh, I forgot to do this. Sure, let's just quickly hit whatever. I'm not even gonna think about him now. Oh yeah, we're still working on that. All right. Let's move forward. Honfricht Milkgrass. Wow.
Damn it.
Certainly.
Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Oh, I guess not.
Well,
No.
so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elda Menencia. I command you.
Threats to the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Interesting.
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open.
No, be my guest.
Ouch. Bending flash.
Benediction light. Another incantation ruin.
Oh, you don't have anything. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. It's actually been a few days, so cancel.
We'll soon see about that.
What are you doing?
Look sharp.
Ah, they're louder than usual. Might have to turn some stuff down. want to get this guy.
That'll bring you down.
Okay, I'm just gonna not touch him, let him do the Mystic Art himself, because I screwed up Alphins already.
Take this!
What?
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
When are you guys getting your next Mystic Art? I'm so confused.
I'll smash you!
Elfin got his, but no one else has theirs.
Tectonic sorry,
You do the same for me.
Vacuum blade! Denied! I'm on a roll!
There we go.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Sure, sure. Platinum dog tags. Ooh, those are gonna sell for a bit. Where was the... No, this is about right. I think I have to turn down to my personal volume. 1 sec. Okay. Sounds a little better for me. Map. Okay. Ooh. Well, we got a mantis there. We've only fought one mantis before, as far as I know. They're actually not that hard. They don't have that many moves. And one of their moves seems to only hit enemies, like, far away. Why are you all green? They're, like, toxic.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Down on the ground! Sword Rain Alpha! Okay! Take this! Reflect.
What are you weak to? Oh, they're weak to light. I see. The only person with light moves is Rinwell and Kisara.
These ones can run rings around us.
Oh, and lightning thrust. Yeah, that's one of their weaknesses.
Dragon form! Stand back!
Jesus.
I'm not done! Dragon form! Dragon jet! Take this! I can carve through armor! I'm not done! Watch this! Power of flame! Dance on the wind! Hurricane! On your
Ow.
Take this! I'm not done!
Slow these guys down.
Vacuum blade! Elusive deity! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm so glad that's friendly.
Eat dirt! Shine! Radiant light!
Oh, what?
I owe you one!
This one's mine.
Take this! I owe you one! Hurricane thrust!
Ready.
I'm on it! That freaking does it! Force blast!
Alright, after this battle, I'm probably gonna... Oh,
Take this!
switch out
Can you take it? Severing wind!
La and Dohalim.
Void blast! You're mine!
Reflect on
Rising Falcon! Take it, come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Oh my god. There's no point in using skills. They just run away before it can go off.
Burn in hell! Resonate with the
Alright, kill him.
Dragon form! Do it! Vacuum blade!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! Not bathed in blood! Rising Falcon! Can't get out of
Hit him.
this! Swallow dance! Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That's the most effective move against them. Okay, so I'm gonna, take you out. I'll put you there and you there.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Probably. Oh, all right. Sneaking up behind him doesn't matter.
Hi, Hoodle.
Eternal devastation!
Okay, you're gonna be weak to light 2.
Not a chance. Time to cross blades. Charge like that could easily be fatal.
I can't see.
I'm here to stop it.
The flame inside me. Sure.
Dodge.
Let free.
See, that move only attacks from a distance. It's weird. 2, 3, 4.
Coming through. Ha!
I didn't mean to hit that.
Scarlet Inferno.
Oops. It's fine.
Take this.
Chain between heaven and
Ignite.
earth. A whirling fancy of lightning.
Need to pull
Take
myself
this.
together.
By the power of God.
Where are you going?
Dragon
One
form.
astral energy confiscated.
Let's see. Do a lightning orb here and holy lance.
Pieces.
Upgrade it.
Rising speed.
Oh, there's a lot going on the screen right now.
Smash you. Take this. Pierce through.
Ice prison. Glow.
Celestial hammers also light. Oh, she's not ready.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Lightning thrust.
A whirling fancy of lightning.
Hurricane thrust. Struck. In a vine.
We're going through a lot of CP already.
Denied.
Lightning thrust.
How about this?
Strike.
Take
Dodge.
Healing shower. Thanks.
You're mine.
Just what I needed.
Ether.
hurricane strike.
Be still.
Oh, that's another light move. Right.
Done. Mirage. Here I come.
I have a lot of light moves I didn't realize.
Form. Vacuum blade. It's over.
Oh, Kisara's not ready. God damn it.
Now. Shivering wind. Void flash. Now we're never. Struck. Internal devastation.
Sadistic. Sadistic. There you go. Lightning.
Strike.
Rising Viper.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher.
This thing's still alive? Oh my god, it's got a lot of health.
Radiant. Surprise.
Oh, ouch.
Anything you let me
This
help.
one's mine.
Stun it. Jesus.
Glacial Fire.
Rising Viper.
Restorating
Soaring light
Tempest.
spear.
Denied.
Mirage. I can carve through armor.
Guard. Oh,
Coming through. Ha!
this is gonna do a bunch.
Scarlet Inferno.
You're still alive.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Thanks, Shield.
Not on my watch.
There are
Oh.
interrupted.
Uh-huh.
Can't get out of this.
Sleep now.
Again?
Let the marksman handle this. In here.
Vacuum blade.
I'm just gonna hit it.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher.
The combo's pretty low though. That did like no damage.
All yours, Kisara.
Is that considered wind? I mean, it's green, but
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
no, great. All right, time to start skipping already.
Glacial.
I need to be stronger.
So I'm getting a lot of free money from these dog tags. I'm assuming. I mean, gold dog tags sold for quite a bit. Shortcake. Sure. You're new, aren't you? Oh man, well we gotta show it then. Force Duster.
Now you'll learn.
Raging cascade. Healing circle.
No escape.
Spread. A chain between heaven and earth.
They really don't give up, do
A
they?
healing banshee of lightning.
Crush.
Primed and ready. In here.
Oh, that's gonna hit no one.
More for the stockpile.
Oh, that was close.
I'm never missed. Magic is here.
So, none of you are armored. Okay, that doesn't matter then.
You picked the wrong fight.
Might as well just hit him.
Now for some Pierce evil.
Void flash.
Freeze laser.
Mirage.
Been a while since they've called us embedded.
Discharge.
All right, let's see if I can get this. 2,
Strike. Here I come. Hurricane thrust.
2,
Void flash.
3,
Mirage.
4,
Devastation. Coming through.
It's like hitting it early. I'm trying to do one more after that, but
Inferno!
interesting.
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
There!
Now!
A whirling struggle!
Dragon Sword!
Winds of
No
heaven!
further.
First force!
It was great.
Now! Gridwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
There we go.
Onward and upward.
I'm gonna guess that's all the unique enemies here.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand?
Oh, what?
Bolt
Uh-oh. People are dying. Oh boy.
Remember to...
I already need an orange shell, and I'm not. We have plenty of money. I'm not afraid to use them anymore. I'm gonna use 2. Oh, I forgot about these. Max HP. Who's lowest? Rinmouth. Greatly raise attack. It's between La, Kisara, and Alphen. Kisara could use some more. And defense, whoever has the lowest. La.
Tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
She's always in high demand. Oh boy. Do we have an item in here? Oh, we have something. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of stuff. There we go.
We're still standing. Barely.
Barely. Brightstone. I wonder what that does. I think that's new. I don't remember seeing that before. And we might as well use this instead of me forgetting forever. HP, also Rinwell again. And now she has more than Law. She really needs it, though. So does he. He really needs more of a cushion for his close combat.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Well, we're getting about 4,000 experience per fight, so way more than we were before, that's for sure. Whew.
These bad guys
Oh
really
my
don't
God.
mess around.
6,000 experience. I must be reading that wrong. And 20k in the chest. I've been getting like 800 when I went around and grinded. Like, I haven't found any good means of experience, no matter what I do. I am below these enemies' levels, though, so maybe that has something to do with it. Where are we?
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa,
Sovereign.
we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
How'd you know that was the door?
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Oh, right.
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But
Crunchy.
they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
They saw
That
it.
vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Okay.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
There's a healing light right up there too. Interesting. I was gonna say like Naori and Shion seem like they could somehow be the same person, but I don't think that's the voices are far too different. It doesn't sound like Erica Lindbeck trying to put on a different voice. It sounds like an entirely different person. So I highly doubt it, but I remember seeing her in the, you know, the second opening. Whoop. So I figured maybe it was actually her, but I guess not. I'm actually confused, thankfully.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait.
Oh boy.
Something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Ooh. Oh, that's a new character model.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when—
We can talk later. Here it comes.
That thing looks awesome. Tormented limbs.
What? I've
Oh, it's
never
bigger
known
than I
Faria
thought.
to control Zoogles like—
Hold on. It's weak to light, obviously. And it's got a decent amount of HP. Okay.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a Master Core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogles. Then we get some answers.
Lightning weak point.
Oh, I'm afraid that... There we go. Oh, so it does a big spinning move.
Here, let me help.
Okay. A 1-2 and then a little delay with an uppercut. 2 and then a delay uppercut. Okay.
Not today! Sword Rain Alpha!
No, no. Yeah, there we go. Rending Flash.
Blending Blast!
Ooh.
Smash you!
Here, let me help.
Eternal Devastation!
First aid! Light astral energy!
How
Raging
about
Blast! Radiant, this one's mine!
Take this!
Feel!
I'm not done!
I'm kind of stuck up here.
Glacial Spear!
2 and 3. Oh.
Take this!
Hurricane Flight!
Oh, that big spin.
Freeze
Dazzle! I owe you one. The flame inside is yours to be let free!
I'll stop its charge!
Ooh. I almost knew.
Not today!
Sword Rain
Alpha!
Try to do Rending Flash again.
Blending Blast!
Purge malevolence! Blah, blah, blah. Not in your dreams. Hear me!
Be still!
Hurricane Flight!
Now,
Core break.
while it's reeling!
Take it down!
I'm not done! I'm not
Where was the core?
Now or never!
Ah, the third one. All right, let's get Law in here. Actually. Oh. 2, 3. That's a dash. Oh, shit.
I'll bring you back from death to bid.
Eat this!
Resuscitation!
Dust to dust! I'm just getting started! Not done yet! That freaking does it!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. I never miss.
Talon Storm! Explosive ring!
I'll bring you
get out
back
of
from
this.
death to bid.
Almost a half health.
Raring!
Dash.
Resuscitation! Here, let me help.
Damn.
Dive in! Now you see what I can do! Strike! Super Swallow Dance! Denied!
Wow. What the hell was it doing there?
Start! Super Swallow Dance!
It's doing it again.
Explosion! I'll be safe.
Oh, I see.
First strike!
Glacial Spear. Here's Evo.
Watch it!
Oh, and 3.
Back from death get toasty!
Burn strike!
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Alphen, you just keep dying.
Will this help? A wailing banshee of lightning! Healing circle!
Okay, over limit, not great.
Right, watch out! Sorry.
Can you get another one in there? I see. That's an interesting move.
Not my finest.
It does like a big darkness thing that's going on right now around it while it spins. I think you should just get away during that probably. Like I don't see a way to
From death's abyss.
survive
You're bruised all over. Did you
even if I get like a double. Oh,
I'm not always going to be around to heal you, you know.
Eternal devastation!
I'm on Holy Land! Where are you going? I came between heaven and
all right. Oh, it's shooting poison again. Okay,
I'll
yeah.
bring you back from death.
All right, we're gonna need Dohalim in here.
Abyss.
From beyond, imbue this vanquish.
Another incantation
Oh.
ruined.
Healing circle.
Rising falcon!
Here goes!
Dodge, dodge, poison.
Rising wyvern!
Damn it! Out
I'll
of
face
weapons.
you! Demon!
Wow, this thing is very painful.
Crumble! I'll tear you apart!
This is like the easiest part when it sits there and does that.
I can carve through armor! Super swallow!
I'll bring you back
Oh
from
shit,
death
I'm
to
stuck. I'm stuck in animation.
I've let you all down.
God, that move is so long. I should just remove it.
There!
resuscitation.
Take this!
Here, let me help. I can't heal you forever.
Yeah, big spin.
Sword Rain Alpha! Vacuum blades!
Glacial
Here I come.
spear.
Big
Pure
spin.
evil.
Oh,
Here I come!
Laser.
and another spin after.
Stardust!
Annihilation.
Tear!
Hear me, flame
Take
of
this.
fury. Burning strike. Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Oh, he turns around and then unleash. I see.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Here I come!
Poison orbs.
Gate! Sword Rain Alpha!
Shion. Oh, we're out of CP, aren't we? God, I've been so distracted trying to figure out how its moves work because they seem so
Ignite!
kind of varied and random.
This should do it!
Wait, are you down? Oh no,
Strike! Tear!
I just wasted time there.
For the wicked.
There it is.
Not a chance! Stardust!
Core break. Come on.
Soaring light spear! From beyond, rising imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Where are you going?
Sword Rain Alpha! Shine! Radiant light!
Get a Renin flash.
By the power of water.
Can't move!
Oh,
This should do it! Severin Wind! You hear it now! Let us take forgive me!
whoa. Oh, there we go.
This ends now! You're on!
I need to get
Shattering of
Renwell back in.
Attack time!
Raging
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
It's done.
Eat this! You're mine! Eternal
Bring you back
devastation!
from death to
I'm
death.
on it! Swallow dare! No escape!
Resuscitation.
Almost there! Or close enough.
I've still
Take it
got
away.
some
Oh, don't be in this.
Thought you'd never ask.
Illuminate the flame.
You're mine.
Vanish without a trace. Holy land.
Sword Rain
Came
Alpha!
between heaven and
Oh my god. Yeah, pineapple gel.
by the wailing banshee of lightning. By the
Oh, I haven't used it yet.
Sleep vanish without a trace.
No escape!
Get out of there.
Lightning thrust!
Nothing gets by me.
That was dumb. Not only did it dash in front of it, I just stood there not hitting it.
Denied. Crumble. I don't even know the word defeat.
I'm just getting started! I'm
Are those friendly?
Dragon Shout! Death Blossom!
Illuminate
Ready
the
and
dark.
rare!
Come forth, holy glitter explosion. Holy
I
land.
never miss.
A chain
Uh-oh.
between heaven and earth. I'll bring you back.
Yeah. Yeah. That was expected.
There! Come on, guys. Just hang in there.
I don't intend to lose.
Right. We'll come back
Run,
even
run.
stronger.
Oh man. This is going awful. I'm just blowing through items. Honestly, I'm playing this like FF15.
Severin Wind! Stay away from my friend! Soaring Light Spear!
Wait for that to get over with.
I'll bring you back
Can't
from
end
death
here.
abyss.
Man, it hurts to get near him half the time when he does his attacks. That damn AoE is amazing.
Listen to it! Here I come!
Here, let me help.
This is bad. I've wasted so many items. I almost want to retry.
By the power of water.
Severing wind.
Roar. Burning strike. Burning.
Get away. There you go.
Nothing gets by me. I'll heal you all. In here. More healing.
Oh, I don't have any. And then he's gonna turn around and claw. There.
I'm on flaming side.
Get out of there.
To be let free. Ignite. Sword rain alpha.
Wow.
Demons descend. Flashing fang.
You were interesting.
Now it's just her. Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
I forgot.
Forgive me.
Oh. Forgot about Shion's massive gun.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what if she wakes up and summons some crazy monster in town
He
then?
seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzalik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almeidria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim. Not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Wow. Dohalim's turning around. Alright, 1 second before we watch this scene. Alright, I had to get rid of some of my moves and take a minute there.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
Let's not forget they're in here, which is the Forbidden Zone. That's kind of an important point too. I mean, it should narrow down your options a little bit.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Ooh.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Ooh. What is that?
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
Is that what happened?
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Okay.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally,
Interesting.
we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't
What's going on?
know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Hold on. What are you trying to say? Oh boy. Because if this is going to lead to a whole thing, I don't know if we can do that yet.
I just need a little time first. I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next completely prepared.
I need to stock up. I need to do lots of stuff. Plus there was this scene they almost
That
missed.
vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a
Naori.
person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
I don't know. Okay. Will you? Okay. Okay. Can I? I'd have to walk all the way back through. Sure. Sure. I feel like I need to go restock. That's kind of essential here. So I'm gonna go do that quick, and then we'll do whatever. This doesn't seem like a point of no return. It's not the end. No. Definitely not. But it definitely seems like it's gonna be a difficult thing. So. All right. I think we're good to go. I stocked up on everything. I also bought better weapons and equipment for people who didn't have it. And I created this. Oh, yeah, hers. Half AG cost accessory that I put decreased aggro large on. And it's also got high penetration and reduced cast time. Felt like I should make someone something. And she had a very weak accessory before. So we should be good to go. I hope. I don't know what I'm walking into, but they made it seem like, you know, it's an issue. You sure you want to go?
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. I have to be ready to face anything.
Yeah. The only way is
whatever happens,
forward.
I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
I mean, this can't be the end, so, right?
Hold up,
oh, we're...
What is it?
I want to look
We're
through that room
here.
over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
You're already in here. Continue checking it out. Unless there's like a chest back here. Nope.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority. Grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Oh. An operating table. Many subjects undoubtedly never came back alive from their operations on this. Well, 300 years ago, Alphen was the only success story. I wonder if they had any more, but, well, maybe Volron. They did talk about that.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Re-engineered.
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name,
Volron.
Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only Sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
8,000 test subjects between them.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
Yeah.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
You gonna let me?
I'll do that.
Because I would be very interested in that. Also, the Red Woman...
This is where Alphen became the Sovereign.
The Red Woman feels like more of a... I don't know. She's clearly a puppet. Also, from the opening movie, it's kind of hard not to see that there were a bunch of her flying around, like she's some sort of security system or some nonsense. She's a puppet. I don't know who is in charge. I highly doubt it's Volron. He came after Alphen. He's just another pawn, I guess. Which is weird. I thought he'd be kind of in charge there.
And Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
We haven't moved.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
They're so nice. Select a topic. Hold on. It's probably not that loud on the recording, but I don't want to shout over it. Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Dahnan subject serves as the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess an equal affinity for every astral art element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. Okay. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternate methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Dahnan subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observation takes place. Okay. The Maiden. The Maiden acts as the Sovereign support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Renan subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with the supplemental dark astral it lacks in tandem with the Renus Alma. Okay, so it's one super attuned to dark, while the Dahnan is able to have all other elements. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the sovereign without the maiden present are expressly forbidden. Okay. Furthermore, neither the sovereign nor the maiden are to be informed about the details of the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the maiden has been deemed the cause of the past sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Oh, so the fact that the thorns thing manifested from her was the entire cause that Alvin went crazy and apparently destroyed Lenegus in the past. Addendum 2. In line with plan adjustments, the current subject will have its maiden registration revoked and be returned to its original household. Okay. I got a little bit out of that. Oh, these terminals are what opened. Oh boy. We're learning a lot here. Well, I'm going to read all these before we end so we can get some details. Master Cores. Master Cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of the Master Cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renin Lords at the time of the Crown Contest. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renis Alma is ready to be reformed. Its existence kept top secret. Underneath a Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each Lord competes in the Crown Contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each Lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as needed. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renis Alma materializes. Be advised that active Master Cores may resonate with the other Master Cores located in proximity and become unstable. Yeah. We had like 4 of them on us at a time. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of the Renis Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the Crown Contest will be permanently halted? Successful regeneration? But it wasn't halted, unless this is a recent topic. Spirit Cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded into a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. Okay. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host body itself. Oh, like embedded, yeah. Because this emanated energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Dahnans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the Crown Contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Oh god. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zeugles to control them via astral arts. Addendum. Increased physical load on the host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host bodies without inducing death for maximum energy, astral energy yields is still pending. Put a comma in that. Actually didn't. It's interesting that they reuse it on death. Lords. Each Crown Contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renin populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer. and its corresponding master art. They are also assigned an ID crest, indicating their designated element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables, such as age, have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out the Master Core's powers. All Renans must take part in a selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. Okay. Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. Ugh. It's a mouthful. The following is a report on the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject Experimentation. Okay, Volron. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability, along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject. Itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum: this is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed, and will be dispatched to Dana under the guise of serving as a lord. Why, though? What was the what was the purpose of making him serve as a lord? Sedative mask. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. Oh, the Iron Mask. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Addendum: due to the loss of production facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegus, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Not much there that we didn't know. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dana's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. The system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority, while relegating both Renans and Danans alike to enslavement. Test subject Volron serves as the realm's current lord, and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it is done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum 1. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression, rooted in violence and fear, has proven to be the key in this style of rule. I hate long sentences. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegus who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. So they were there for a trial? The results will be monitored. Okay. Alright, let's check this last one. Lenegus. A large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dana's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. So this whole place is just an astral energy converter. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, the Maiden, and the Renaissama within the central core of Lenegus. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around the large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as a stabilization mechanism. Okay. Outer layer deployed on it. So the whole... Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stage of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. So, did they have a spirit channeling ceremony while we were gone? They probably used Volron. Because we completed the Renaissance, then it disappeared with the Red Woman, so she took it, and then took Volron, supposedly probably took Volron's body with her, and maybe they did it while we were still down in Pelegion. Until that phase, Lenegis serves as the central base of operations for the management and execution of the Crown Contest on Dana. Warning. Any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone, including lords, I guess. Any violators will be immediately executed. Detachable Harvester. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dana for the spirit channeling ceremony, the Wedge. It serves as the tip of Lenegis' conduit, from which it separates. Upon landing in Danan waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dana. Meanwhile, the horizontal paths proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dana. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment take place in the Forbidden Zone's regulator area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required. Addendum 1. Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dana after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. So they tried to basically send down the Wedge when they did it with Elfin a long time ago. But it was lost on Dana. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dana. Oh. Interesting. Oh, we got a lot of information there. That kind of went over with that, but that's useful to know. Like this answers a lot of stuff that I've been wondering. Not nearly all of it, but all right. As much as I want to keep going, we're gonna have to split it. I will probably do the next episode, but hopefully in the next one we can actually confront the Red Woman and find out about Naori a little more, because it seems like we're about to learn about that. Even Elfin kind of mentioned that. Plus, wait, is this are we locked in? We're not even locked in. Why did I get that big warning when I went in here? That's weird. It made me think I was going into like a big boss fight with, a bunch of stuff. I mean, maybe I still am, and I just spent so much time here reading, but you'd think that the fast travel would be disabled and all that. No? All right, well, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.